Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Liakat Kids English Spoken School. This is me, your Aysha Miss, and this is class 3 and 4 batch 3. Okay, so first of all, what I have to do, first tell me, do we have any homework from previous classes?
No, miss.
Okay, so right
Yes,
now,
miss. Story.
oh, story, some of the story, yes. Yeah, so right now, we're going to learn about a very famous story. And the character of the story is Androsos and the lion. Okay. Once long ago, a shepherd was roaming the hot desert of Africa. অনেক আগে shepherd একটা রাখাল roaming. Roaming means ঘুরে বেড়ানো। aimlessly হাঁটা চলা। Once long ago, a shepherd was roaming the hot desert land of Africa. মানে খুব গরম একটা মরুভূমি জায়গায় আফ্রিকার হাঁটাচলা করছিল। When he met a lion, সে সেখানে একটা লায়নের সাথে দেখা হলো। He was frightened. সে অনেক ভীতু হয়ে গেল। But when he saw that the lion had a thorn in its paw, তার থাবার মধ্যে এই জায়গাটার মধ্যে বড় একটা থর্ন আছে, বড় একটা কাঁটা আটকানো আছে, and was in terrible pain. He walked towards it. এবং এটার জন্য terrible pain ও ফিল করছিল হাঁটার সময়। He saw that the lion had a thorn in his it spoke to it gently and pulled out the thorn. তখন এটা দেখার পর অ্যান্ড্রোসেলের খুব মায়া হলো। তখন সে কি করলো, লায়নের যে থর্নটা আছে সেটা সে আস্তে করে টেনে বের করলো। অ্যান্ড খুব স্পোক ইট জেন্টলি, এটার সাথে খুব সুন্দর করে কথা বলতে বলতে এই থর্নটাকে সে টেনে বের করলো। From that time on, সে দিনটা পর থেকে অ্যান্ড্রোসেল and the lion were great friends. তারা দুজন খুব ভালো বন্ধু হয়ে গেল। Some time later, some soldiers, তার কিছুদিন পর কিছু সৈনিক আসলো and arrested Androsel. অ্যান্ড্রোসেলকে তারা অ্যারেস্ট করলো। They took him far across the sea to the great city of Rome. তারা তাকে অনেক দূরে রোমের একটা সিটিতে নিয়ে গেল। The emperor of Rome tried to make Androsel, যে তোমার রোমে যে এম্পায়ার আছে, যে তোমার প্রিন্স আছে, তারা কি করলো, যে নাকি কর্তা আছে, তারা ওকে একটা বড় একটা ট্রাইড করলো, বেঁধে রাখলো কিসের সাথে, তোমার ওদের ব্যাপারটা আমি তোমাদেরকে ফার্স্টে বুঝিয়ে বলি। ইটালি আর রোমে once upon a time there is a systems of punishment. There was a law, and the law was like in our country, if anyone do any wrong thing, we will give them the punishment of jail, the whole day, whole lifetime jail, then the hang. These types of punishment we used to do. But in Italy, in Rome, there was a cruel types of punishment. You know what they used to do? They just put all the prisoners at the ground, and whole the area was blocked with jail, and they just left some lions or any types of furious types of like wild animals, lion, king, and they then lifted that place. And on that place, they have to fight with that wild animal. If anyone defeat, they become free, or if anyone can't defeat, they become the dinner of that wild animal. It was their law. Okay, so for Emperor of Rome, maybe Androsul did some wrong thing, or he was the enemy of the country. That's why they just captured him. So কি করলো? The Emperor of Rome tried to make Androsul give up his Christian faith. Okay, তখন এম্পায়ার রোমের যে রাজা ছিল সে চাচ্ছিল অ্যান্ড্রোসেলকে খ্রিস্টিয়ান করার জন্য। when he refused had যখন সেটাকে রিফিউজ করলো, he had him thrown into a huge arena. এই যে এরিনাটা মানে কি জানো, এরকম গোল একটা স্টেজের মতো, ফুটবল স্টেজ আছে না, ফুটবল গ্যালারি, এরিনা এরকম গোল, আমরা ফুটবল স্টেডিয়াম আছে না, ওরকম একটা এরিনা। এই সাইড গুলো
I've heard this story. I've read this story.
yes, সে কি করলো, তাকে থ্রোন করলো একটা এরিনার মধ্যে, টু বি torn apart and eaten by a fierce lion, একটা ভয়ঙ্কর কোন লায়নের খাবার বানানোর জন্য। অ্যান্ডারসন saw the lion spring towards him, যখন সে দেখলো একটা লায়ন তার দিকে আসতেছে। then suddenly the lion stopped, হঠাৎ করে লায়নটা স্টপড হয়ে গেল, bowed his head, তার মাথাটা নিচু করে ফেললো, held out his paw, তার পটা দেখালো। Anderson knew then that lion was his friend from the desert of Africa, এটা নিচে নেমে গেল না, who had been captured by hunters and brought to Rome. সে বুঝতে পারলো সেই লায়নটা হচ্ছে তার ফ্রেন্ড, যাকে কিনা ওরা ক্যাপচার করে এখানে নিয়ে এসেছে। The emperor was amazed, রাজা অবাক হয়ে গেল। You and your lion have been loyal, তুমি এবং তোমার লায়ন এত লয়াল ছিলে। ওকে, দেন কি হলো দেখো, and এম্পায়ার বলছে যে তুমি তোমার লায়ন এত বেশি লয়াল and brave, এখন তোমরা এত সাহসী। Anderson said, you shall both be realized at once. তখন বললো, তুমিও একদিন বুঝবা আমাদের ফ্রেন্ডশিপটা এবং আমাদের অনেস্টিটা কত পিওর ছিল। So Anderson and the lion returned across the sea of their home in the desert land of Africa. তখন এম্পায়ার তাদেরকে রেস্কিউ করে দিল, then you can go. He was amazed by his loyalty, his friendship. So then they let him go. Yes.
What is the meaning of this word?
Which one?
This one.
Anderson, name of the person I'm talking about.
Oh.
Okay, so how is the story? Is interesting, right? So right now,
I know the whole story.
it's the short form of the story. Basically, it was a big one. So
Yes.
this is a brief descriptions of the story, and you know that there is a film, there is a movie about this story also, Anderson and his lion.
Yes, I saw the movie.
Okay, so now I can just without the Bangla translation, I'm going to say that thoroughly for the pronunciation, and then we will practice it again for the reading. Anderson and the lion. Once long ago, a shepherd was roaming the hot desert land of Africa when he met a lion. He was very frightened, but when he saw that the lion had a thorn in its paw and was in terrible pain, he walked towards it, spoke it too gently, and pulled out the thorn. From that time on, Androsus and the lion were great friends. Sometime later, some soldiers came and arrested Androsus. They took him far across the sea to the great city of Rome. The emperor of Rome tried to make Androsus give up his Christian faith. Oh, it was Christian faith তাকে তারা ভাঙতে চেয়েছিল। Okay, and when he refused, had him thrown into a huge arena to be torn apart and eaten by a fierce lion. Androsus saw the lion spring towards him. Then suddenly the lion stopped and bowed his head and held out his paw. Andros knew then that the lion was his friend from the desert of Africa who had been captured by hunters and brought to Rome. The emperor was amazed. You and your lion have been loyal and brave, Andros. He said, you shall both be realized at once. So Andros and the lion returned across the sea to their home in the desert land of Africa.
Means,
Yes.
is that realized or released?
Oh, yeah, it's released.
You were saying
I
realized.
said
I was
realize, right?
confused.
Okay, I said realize for 2 times because I am saying that it's just, I need a power glass again. Is released. ছেড়ে দেওয়া. Okay, so now everyone just read the story for 1 minute. So done. Now summarize the story for only for 5 lines, not more than that. You have to sum up the whole story within 5 lines only. 5 লাইনের বেশি কিন্তু না. And how you will summarize is all depend on you. Done?
Means,
What?
can you say again? Can
You
I
have-
make 5.5 line?
Why you need half line for writing? I said you have to summarize the story. Write down the summary of the story.
Please look, you said in 5 lines. If it's not possible for me to write in 5 lines, I would write in 5.5 line because you said not to go over 5 lines, right?
Okay,
I
so
just
5.5 line is not more than that. Basically, summary means you have to brief the story as much as you can. Okay? So write down yourself, Rijita. Okay, everyone. Write down the story and summary of the story basically in your way.
Miss, Miss, Miss.
Yes.
Can you show me the slide again?
No. You
I
know that
won't read
story.
it.
No, no, look,
Yes,
no.
but I won't read it.
Now, right now, I'm not going to give you. Just you know the story. Just write down that one. And the
Please,
main
can you
character
just
was
tell me the
Andres.
spelling?
Okay,
I forgot the name.
Andres.
I mean, yeah, the spelling of that name.
Johari, ANDROCELC.
Done, me. I said I'm done.
Naza, Sarah, turn on the video.
Miss,
বলো
Miss,
একটু সময় নেবে মা, সমস্যা নেই,
Yes.
Miss.
Yes.
My mom wants to talk to you.
একটু সময় নেবে।
Now.
Yeah.
জি জি
Miss Dan.
So everyone, it's 2 minutes left to cut the Zoom ID. And don't go, you have to wait for 5 or 10 minutes to join again.
Miss, I'm done. Miss, I have done.